What's up, guys? We got ourselves a banger here today. Let's get into it.
The Feminism is currently attempting to leave my body as I look out over the 12 inches of snow on my driveway. But this account is all about showing girls that you can do what boys can do. And just because boys normally do it doesn't mean that you can't do it. And that you're strong and independent. And so now it's time to prove it. So let's hope prove it. Man, I don't need a man. I don't need a man. I need a man. I need a man. I don't need a man. I don't need a man. I don't need a man. Strong and independent. Strong and independent. I'm approximately 10% of the way in, and I'd like to die now. I used to wonder how shoveling snow could give someone cardiac arrest, and I think I finally understand how. I'm too old for this. Okay, we're halfway through half of it. I'm feeling energized, but also my lungs hurt. I can feel my heart squeezing. I should probably do a little bit more cardio, a little bit more regularly. Onward, soldiers. Rubies on the ends of the rainbow with a fortune to win. It's so different. You can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. I'm gonna go have a cup of hot chocolate.
Cut her loose, dude. She's a handful.
Played the cheesy, inspirational, I'm a independent boss baby music there. Now, if I was living in an area where it snowed pretty regularly in the winter, I don't think I'd be using a snow shovel. I'd be getting a snowblower. Make life easier, work smarter, not harder. That's just me. I don't know what you guys would do, but I would be working a little smarter than harder. Why break your back, right? But really, she's on this classic I don't need no man, I'm a strong, independent boss babe mantra. This is feminism's Frankenstein monster at work, shoveling snow and nearly kneeling over for the sake of proving what? That you could do something most men handle without a TED talk? I mean, bravo, congratulations for you. Called adulting when you're living by yourself. And really, this just screams performative independence, yelling, I'm fine while drowning in misery. And strength isn't about proving you don't need anyone. It's about recognizing when collaboration makes life better. And men don't flex by cleaning the gutter solo. They just go out and get the shit done.
One thing about me as a woman that I would never say is I don't need a man. Now, I don't need them financially, but it's good to have a partner. Let's be clear on that. But I would never say I don't need a man because we were not put on this earth to be alone. And I also say that in this aspect of someone who has kids and just seeing the importance of having a male figure, a male role model, a father in your children's lives. It is very imperative that they have those role models, especially young males, because when they get to a certain age, it's harder as a female to try and guide them in certain directions, because it's certain things we're not going to understand that they're going through that a man is automatically just going to click and get. Just like with a young female, it's certain things that a father and traits that a male figure, a strong male figure in their lives is going to teach them that we can't teach them. Like, as females, we're strong and we can do a lot and we can take a lot. I mean, we can pay for self-defense classes and things like this, but it's just certain aspects as a woman that we can never teach these children. And I'm one to say that for a woman to say, a woman with kids especially, or a woman in general, who like they don't need a man, I feel like that's a lie. I don't care how strong you are, how strong-natured, how strong-willed, how independent you are. At some point, you need that partnership. The same with a man. You need a level of partnership. We were never put on this earth to be alone or lonely. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I just see so much. There's so many preventative things that are happening. Like, even when kids start to act out, you can, no matter how open you are with them, it's just a level of disclosure that they're gonna always keep from you, that maybe the opposite sex can get from them, you know? So that's why I say just be careful, women and men too, just when you say you don't need the opposite sex, because I don't think that's a true statement. We may not need them in certain aspects, but we do need them. We need each other, if we're being honest. We need each other. We're not put on this earth to exist alone, to be alone. We as people in general need other people. It takes a village. And sometimes when you don't have that village, you just need your partner. And when you don't have that partner, you need something, but it's you can do it alone, but it's not easy. You know what I mean? But yeah, just don't be walking out here, y'all. Don't be so independent. I don't need no man to do nothing for me. Do you know how wonderful it is to have partnership? Yeah, partnership. It's wonderful to have a partner, to have somebody at the end of the day whom you can express to, vent to, and then hug you, hold you, and just know you. Yeah, you do. You do need somebody. Quit saying that. Oh, strong headed ass. And then let me double back real fast. Another good thing about having a partner, like, women, we have to be so hard sometimes. Like, imagine just having somebody who you can just be like an airhead with, almost just like thoughtless, just that person whom just takes the thought away from you. Like, there's so much of a man to you in your life, like your feminine energy is at a level of, oh, I guess I forgot anything, you know. It's just a comfortable feminine energy, not stupid, but you know what I mean. So whatever. Yeah, you get what I'm saying.
Yep. 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 Mm-hmm.
All right, that's a little long-winded, but that's, I would say, a voice of reason there. I mean, she gets it. Partnership just isn't just practical, it's human. And saying I don't need no man is like saying you don't need oxygen. I mean, sure, you're going to survive for a bit, but the long-term damage, it's devastating. And kids without fathers are statistically more likely to drop out of school or end up incarcerated or just live in poverty. And no self-defense class is going to replace parental guidance. I mean, I will admit self-defense class is really great for building up a kid's self-esteem, problem solving, stuff like that. I put my daughter in martial arts. I went in with her. We're, what are we now, 14 years in? 15? Something like that. So we've been at it for a while. I mean, it's great. But honestly, for ladies, got to stop framing independence as isolation, because strength is leaning into partnerships and not pushing them away. A strong man will complement and never compete. And that's the balance feminists seem to forget.
Hey everybody, good morning. So I don't know who needs to hear this, but we are not strong, independent women out here. Okay? Like, we're not. We need men, okay? We do. That's just life. Honestly, it's time that we stop being like, I don't need a man, I can do it all by myself. No. Okay? No, honey. We need men out here, okay? We need love, we need peace, we need protection, we need provision, we need help, we need support. Okay? Men provide something for women mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally that nothing and no one else can. And it's time that we just accept that. I know it's scary because a lot of people are traumatized and they're scared of being abandoned and they're scared to just accept love. A lot of people can give a lot of love. I'm one of them. And it's very scary to think that someone might love you and appreciate you the way that you do them. But you have to. This world is so difficult and so hard without a man. Stop robbing yourself of a good opportunity and a good experience in life because you're afraid. Let it go and embrace a good thing. Embrace love. Anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and stay, I guess, feminine. Stay feminine, stay soft, stay beautiful, and intelligent. Check you later.
All right. I don't know if I would say this is a rare unicorn, but so far we're Now 2 for 2 of women admitting that they need a man, unless she was somebody maybe that played badly in her 20s and now realizing she's approaching, that wall and, is changing her tune. I mean, maybe that could be the case too, but I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. But she did nail it. Men provide more than financial support. They offer emotional grounding and stability. But it does really come down to too many women confuse strength with rejecting love. And society's I don't need no man rhetoric that is out there only breeds loneliness and broken homes. And in the end, who winds up suffering is the kids and the communities. I mean, ladies, you got to stop sabotaging yourselves out of fear or pride because men are not your enemy, they're your allies. So if you want to be soft, feminine, and loved, then stop declaring war on the very thing that you claim you want.
You attract weak men because you don't know how to be soft. You think the problem is them, but let's talk about you for a second. The type of man that you want, he doesn't fight for control. He doesn't chase a woman who's in competition with him, and he doesn't waste his time trying to prove himself to someone who refuses to receive. But a weak man, oh, he'll love your hyper independence. He'll let you lead. He'll sit back and let you carry the weight of the relationship while he reaps the benefits. Then you'll call him a bum. Do I have permission to coach you? Let me tell you this. A strong man doesn't need you to be less successful. That is a major common misconception. He needs you to be softer with him. Not softer for every man, softer for the right man. The problem isn't that you're too independent. The problem is you don't know how to turn it off. That's why you keep ending up in relationships where you feel unprotected, unsupported, and resentful. If you're tired of leading and ready to learn how to receive, drop reset in the comments so that you can book your free 20-minute consultation with me.
Please, Spock, do me a favor. And don't say it's fascinating. No. But it is interesting.
Well, I guess she wanted to plug her coaching sessions in, but there is some truth there. I mean, hyper independence is the dating death sentence. And the alpha female routine does attract weak men or simps because they're just going to be like, yes, dear, whatever it is to make you happy. But you're not going to attract the leaders that you claim that you want because no strong man's going to put up with this bullshit. Because strong men are not intimidated by success. He's just repelled by competition in his own home. Why? Because he wants peace. So if you're going to act like a drill sergeant, don't cry when you attract recruits instead of generals. Relationships thrive on complementary energy. If you want a man who's going to protect and provide, then you have to learn to let go of the I got this facade. Feminism sold you the lie that softness equals weakness, and it doesn't. You can be strong, but know when to turn it off. I mean, it's kind of the same way like me and my wife. She is not Western in any way. She's complete Eastern Europe. But when she works from home, so when I see her in the meetings, I mean, she's on it. Boom, 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 boom. And as soon as she's done with that work and she's back, home with me or whatnot, she is a complete girly girl. I mean, our roles are my role is this, her role is that. And that's just the way we have it. And she is a complete feminine woman. Just at work, it's a different story. But when she comes home, she wants her man and wants her man to lead, to do the man things in the house, and she takes care of the woman things in the house. And it's not saying that I'm too good to do dishes. She wants to do them. I clean the house and do dishes as well when I know she's really, really busy and I got some free time. Nothing wrong with that. We can kind of share some of the work in the home and then we split some of the work. So yeah, hyper independence bad.
How do I feel about women who says, I need a man that can handle me? And I've always taught this. Listen, the last thing a man wants to do is come home and have to handle you. That's the last thing that he wants to do. After he's been beat up by the world, beat up at the office, stressed out, the weight of the world on his shoulders, the last thing he wants to do is to come home to a woman that he has to handle. If you're single, listen to me. If you want a man and you want a good marriage, you want to be a helpmate. You want your man to come home and be encouraged by you, loved by you, inspired by you, built up by you. I just preached 4 services. We're in a 2-hour car ride back home. We went to see a facility and doing all kinds of work. The last thing that I want is to go home to a woman that I got to handle. And I got a strong woman. I got a boss lady woman. But my woman has already texted me and said, sweetheart, when you're coming home, I'm going to have a plate for you when you get home. She already knows that I have a weight as a covering and as a high priest of the home. I have a weight that she doesn't have to carry. It does not mean that I'm better than her. It just means that in In my office, as a husband, I have a leadership weight, just like the president of the United States have a weight that you won't have to carry. The lead pastor of a church has a weight that the staff and the people never have to carry. As a husband, we have a weight that our wives don't have to carry. And it's not that we're better, but it's a weight that should be acknowledged and then supported, blessed, prayed for, encouraged. So my word for you single ladies is that you don't want to say, well, I just need a man that can handle me. That's the last thing that a man wants to do.
I like this one.
Yeah, this guy kind of just broke down what I was trying to convey in the last clip. I mean, this handle me thing that a lot of these boss babes are putting out there really just comes down to is no man wants to clock out of his job just to come home to clock into handling you. And this boss babe at work doesn't translate to being a tyrant at home because a real man wants a partner, not a project. And for the ladies, if you think attitude screams strength, it doesn't. It's just great big sign that says stay the fuck away, all in bright neon colors. And the best relationships aren't battlegrounds or sanctuaries. So, ladies, if you want your man to lead, let him. I mean, that's what men do naturally, anyways. At least the strong men. Weak men, simp men, different story. But, your good, strong man that you're claiming you want is going to naturally lead. Let him. It's not a weakness, it's wisdom for you ladies. You be his peace and not his punishment, and he can give you the world just without even trying. Otherwise, you're just going to enjoy your solo Netflix nights and it is what it is then. You kind of reap what you sow. Well, and usually I'm always saying, all right, guys, this case here is like, well, ladies, it's time to drop the I don't need a man act. It's tired and it's counterproductive. I mean, men aren't asking for perfection, just a partner. Bring in peace. The hyper independence, feminist dogma, and the competition in relationships only isolates you. The solution really is just balance. Respect and lean into complementary roles instead of trying to be everything alone. And as for the guys, definitely stay strong, focus on self improvement, and don't settle for chaos because a real partnership isn't about control. It's about collaboration and mutual respect. Well, guys, that's the end of the video here today. If you like what you've seen, hit that like button, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Drop me a comment down below what you think, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.